Philkotse ba? Philkotse na!
Buying a car can be a daunting task. You have to consider a lot of points aside from the actual price tag. Ano ba ang specific variant na para sa'yo? Last time, tinignan ni Jacob yung 14 variants ng Ranger. Napakadami, di ba? Ngayon naman, we'll look into the variant lineup of the Subaru Forester. Tignan natin yung mga similarities and differences across the range. And hopefully, malalaman mo kung ano ang perfect Subaru Forester variant for you. This is Martin Aguilar, the content editor of Philkotse.com. Pero bago ang lahat, don't forget to like and subscribe to Philkotse's YouTube channel. Click the bell icon for updates para lagi kang una sa mga videos namin. Also, if you want to see the full specs and pricing of the Subaru Forester at ng iba pang variants in the local market, just go to Philkotse.com's car guide section. Tandaan, kotse ba? Philkotse na! Front exterior tayo ng Subaru Forester. Pag tinignan mo sa harap, kakahawig yung 4 variant ng Subaru Forester. Lalo na pag view mo siya dito up front kasi halos magkakamukha siya, but each variant has its own subtle differences to make it unique and stand out doon sa ibang variant ng Forester. Parang boy band nga, di ba? Halos same ng get up, same ng suotan, same ng galawan, pero may subtle differences para maging unique siya at magkaroon ng sariling identity. Gaya nga na sabi nila, smooth like butter. Sa front exterior, all variants ng Forester come with LED lighting. This means that all Foresters are fitted with LED head and tail lights. Pero the Forester S and the GT Edition are equipped with LED fog lamps. While yung sa ibang variants naman like the L and the GT Lite, meron lang siyang halogen. What's good is that all Forester variants have steering responsive headlights or SRH. Pero wait, ano nga ba yung SRH? Well, yung SRH automatically adjusts the ray of light emitted ng headlight mo to go along with the steering input. This gives you better visibility pag nagdadrive ka sa gabi. At eto pa, all variants of the Forester are integrated with daytime running light. Ngayon, eto na yung mga distinct and subtle differences ng Forester sa harap. The Forester L and GT Lite have a similar looking front end. Mas nadagdagan lang ng forma yung GT Lite at nilagyan ng mga GT-specific body kits. On the other hand naman, medyo magkamukha yung harap ng Subaru Forester S at ng Subaru Forester GT Lite. Ang pinagkaiba nga lang, merong GT kits na nakakabit dun sa GT Edition. Kaya nga GT Edition di ba? Let's see the engine. Oh ha. Ayun, all Subaru Forester variants is powered by a 2-liter gasoline boxer engine that delivers 156 horsepower and 196 Nm of torque. Tapos yung engine niya connected sa Subaru's Lineartronic CVT at meron siyang Subaru all-wheel drive layout. Di ba? So ano mabibigay sa iyo ng Subaru all-wheel drive layout o SAWD or SAWD? Well, mabibigay niya sa iyo is yung perfect traction ng lahat ng gulong. It ensures you that the Subaru Forester will be planted and stable on the road kahit na mabasa or slippery yung karsada. So in that way, na-compensate niya yung nawala ng grip para safe ka pa rin sa karsada. Di ba? Yan si Subaru. Kung safety at safety lang, Subaru got you. Dito tayo sa side, no? Same story na naman. Halos parehas ang design ng Forester across all its variants. Pero yun nga, may subtle differences lang each variant para unique. At dun mo naiisip na parang boy band nga ata talaga ang peg nitong Subaru Forester. Halos parehas. All Forester variants come with power folding side mirrors. Tapos pare-parehas din sila ng wheelbase at 2,670mm. At meron silang ground clearance na 220mm. Same lang din ng haba at lapad ang lahat ng 4 na variants ng Forester. Siyempre, for added functionality, all Forester variants have roof rails. And speaking of the GT Edition at GT Lite, meron silang unique set of side skirts para mas sporty at unique yung appeal nila. Pagdating sa gulong, the Forester can either have a 17 or 18-inch alloy wheels. Sino yung may 17? Well, yun yung Forester L at yun yung Forester GT Lite na katabi ko ngayon. Meron silang 17-inch alloy wheels tapos parehas din sila ng design ng gulong niya na parang medyo snowflakey yung itsura. So, silipin naman natin yung dito. Yung Forester GT Edition tsaka yung Forester S naman, meron siyang 18-inch aluminum alloy wheels. Pero mas sporty yung itsura nung nakakabit dito sa GT Edition kasi may pagka two-tone siya at meron siya sa gitna na nakalagay na GT. So para standout siya. Dito tayo sa rear ng Subaru Forester, no? Gaya nung harap, pati nung gilid, halos magkakamukha talaga yung Subaru Forester. It has this large LED taillights, tapos lahat sila merong spoiler. Pero mas kitang-kita lang yung spoiler nakakabit dun sa mga GT Edition at saka sa GT Lite. Tapos kung mapapansin nyo rin, yung GT Edition at yung GT Lite comes with a larger exhaust pipes. Para sporty yung datingan. But overall, pagkakamukha at magkakapareha sila. Andun pa rin yung peg ng pagka-boy band. O, di ba? Family! Yung Forester L at S, halos merong same na rear end. Parehas na may spoiler at shark fin antenna, pero the Forester S comes with a silver garnish sa bumper as compared dun sa L variant na all black. Yung GT Lite at GT Edition naman, ang merong pagkakahawig. Kasi nga, meron silang GT kits, di ba? It has a specific GT bumper trim, GT specific na tailgate mounted spoiler, at ibang design for the exhaust pipes. All of these design elements make the GT Lite and the GT Edition look sporty and rugged. Yung interior ng Forester comes with a dark theme, no? Tapos, meron din siyang typical Subaru layout. And then, kung mapapansin nyo, across the variants, pare-parehas yung interior ng Subaru Forester. Kaya naman ngayon, tignan natin yung similarities ng Forester when it comes to its interior. Lahat ng variants ng Forester have leather seats, but the GT Edition comes with special GT accents. Lahat din ng variants ng Forester ay may power adjustable drivers and passenger seat. At lahat may power windows. At ito pa, yung lahat ng variants ng Forester come with multi-function steering wheel na wrapped in leather. And then, you'll also appreciate na yung 4 variants of the Forester are equipped with dual-zone automatic aircon, tapos may rear AC vents din ang lahat ng variants ng Forester. O, di ba? Ngayon na nadaanan na natin yung similarities across the variants of the Forester, silipin naman natin kung ano yung differences. All Subaru Forester comes with an 8-inch infotainment touchscreen na merong around view monitor na useful pagka lalong-lalo na pagka dadaan ka sa mga tight streets.
Teka. Akala ko tapos na tayo sa similarities.
Wait lang kasi, sir. Oo nga, lahat nga ng Subaru Forester merong 8-inch touchscreen. Pero guys, yung GT Edition at yung GT Lite lang ang merong Apple CarPlay at saka 3D view nung around view monitor. O, di ba? Kaya naman, mas high-tech kumbaga yung nakakabit doon sa GT Edition at saka sa GT Lite as compared dun sa L at saka sa S. Okay, sir.
Nice.
The Forester S and GT Edition come with aluminum pedals for that sportier look. Tapos yung dalawang variant din na to ay merong large sunroof na wala doon sa Forester L at GT Lite. The exterior and the interior of the Forester are somehow similar. Gaya nga ng sabi ko kanina, magkakamuka o magkakaparehas pero may konting pagkakaiba sa bawat isa. Pero when it comes to safety tech, all variants of the Forester are identical to one another. Lahat ng variants ng Forester ay merong 7 airbags. It has airbags sa front, side, and curtain. Plus yung driver gets a knee airbag. All Forester variants then come with X mode, making it an off-road ready vehicle. And isa sa mga magandang ginawa ni Subaru ay hindi niya pinagdamot ang EyeSight Driver Assist Tech kasi available ito sa lahat ng variants ng Forester. Talk about valuing the safety of its occupants, di ba? EyeSight Tech helps you have a safer drive by alerting you when the system picks up something unusual or hazards habang nagdadrive ka. Kumbaga, para siyang co-pilot mo. Or pwede din naman para siyang isang nerbyosong pasahero na nakaantabay sa bawat galaw mo. Yung EyeSight Tech includes features such as adaptive cruise control, pre-collision braking, pre-collision throttle management, lane departure and lane sway warning, and lead vehicle start alert. Alright, we're now driving the Subaru Forester, no? We're on board the GT Lite na variant, no? Pero same naman siya across when it comes to driving performance, eh. And the first thing that I noticed dito sa Forester is that okay yung ride comfort niya. It feels stable, tsaka yung suspension niya absorbs road impacts ng within reason, eh. Tsaka hindi ganun ka-rough yung ride, which is good kasi it's a crossover nga, eh, no? Yun yung na-offer sa'yo ng crossover. yung car-like comfort na medyo mataas yung ground clearance. And that's what the Forester is all about. Yun nga, no, it has a good ride comfort, suabe siya, smooth siya on the road. Tapos yung steering niya is light. Kapag ka nag-drive ka sa city, beneficial siya kasi madali ka makaka-turn at madali mong mananavigate yung mga masisikip na karsada. At kung magpa-park ka, madali mo ring magagawa yun. Pero the steering wheel gets firm kapag ka nag-start ka mag-gain ng speed. And mapapansin mo lalo yun pag nagda-drive ka na sa expressway. No? Kasi gaya nung ginawa namin kanina, nag-drive kami along the expressway. Ang ganda nung pagkaka-stable nung manibela. Hindi siya malikot at hindi siya ganong kagaan. Which gives you better comfort tsaka para mas maging stable yung sasakyan mo while you're cruising at highway speed. And yung isa ko pa nagustuhan dito sa Forester is meron siyang good forward visibility, no? Which is important pagka nagda-drive ka. No? Maganda yung view mo sa harap, uncluttered, walang harang masyado. And yung pagkakabukas ng front quarter glass adds visibility to you and lessens yung blind spot, lalo na sa gilid-gilid. No, para mas maganda yung vista mo at mas makikita mo kung saan ka dadaan at kung saan ka lulusot. Tapos yung Forester comes with a 2-liter gasoline engine, no? Okay din yung power delivery niya. It delivers adequate power, especially when you're driving along the city at lalo na pagka-relax pace lang, no? Walang problema yun with the Subaru Forester. And sa open highway naman, it shows the same. Okay din yung power delivery ni Forester when you're driving at, say, average speed of 90 kilometers per hour. Hindi ka rin naman niya bibitinin gaano in case you want to overtake slower vehicles up front. And for good measure, meron siyang paddle shifters dito or pwede mo rin gamitin yung manual mode niya dito sa gitna. Just flick it there and yun. Para mas may control ka over dun sa kung paano mag-shift yung engine mo. And then, in case you want to have a more performance-oriented na drive, this Subaru Forester comes with sport mode, no? Pipinitin mo lang dito sa steering wheel, and then that's it. Mas mataas yung RPM mo, no? Mas maximize ng engine yung RPM before it shifts to a new gear. So in that, mas may hatak yung sasakyan, no? Mas nabubuhay yung Forester, kumbaga. So yun, magagamit mo yun in case you want to have a more performance-oriented na pagmamaneho. Pero during my time with this Forester, I just usually use yung intelligent drive, which is yung parang eco mode niya. Kasi sakto naman, hindi naman siya bitin at hindi naman ganun ka-powerful, which is, for me, is just, kumbaga sabi nga nila, diba, saks lang, sakto lang, which is okay. And then, isa pang maganda dito sa Forester is that maganda rin yung noise insulation niya, no? Nare-reduce na yung outside noise to a minimum. Although, yun nga, medyo tinig mo pa rin yung tire noise, pero okay na yun, ganun naman ang talaga halos eh. Tapos, pagdating sa handling, yun din, no? Magugustuhan mo yung ino-offer sa'yo nito ni Subaru Forester. Kasi nga, gaya na sabi ko kanina, it has a stable ride, di ba? Pero when you encounter tight turns, hindi ka rin basta-basta matatakot when you're on board the Forester kasi it has a tolerable body roll. Kumbaga, parang less nga yung body roll niya dito eh. Kasi ganun ka-planted yung sasakyan, which gives you confidence, lalo na pagka kailangan mo mag-drive along the twisties or mga tight turns along the provincial roads or whatever. Ito rin, no, itong Subaru Forester na to comes with an all-wheel drive, which, you know, offers you safer and mas secure na driving kasi nga meron kang power on all four wheels, tapos nagko-compensate pa yung all-wheel drive na yon in case yung isang gulong mo mawala ng grip. So yun, hindi ka basta-basta maaaning at hindi ka basta-basta papabayaan ng Forester kapag nagmamaneho ka. So kung safety ang hanap mo sa isang sasakyan, well, yun yung mabibigay sa'yo ni Forester at ng iba pang Subaru vehicles. Kasi nga, di ba, doon naman kilala ang Subaru eh. Kaya nga sabi, kung gusto mong safe, Subaru nasa isa sa listahan mo. In terms of fuel economy, naakuha ko ng 7 kilometers per liter while driving the Forester sa city at an average speed of 20 kilometers per hour. Tapos sa highway naman, I was able to get 18 kilometers per liter while driving at an average speed of 90 kilometers per hour. Good numbers na yun for me. Gaya nga nung sabi ko kanina, no, all Forester has the same driving characteristics kasi pare-parehas naman sila ng platform at nagkaiba lang sila dun nga sa mga features. And then, another thing na magugustuhan nyo dito is yung throttle response ni Forester. Okay siya when you select the intelligent mode, which is yung eco mode, hindi makupad yung response nung throttle, which is good kasi nabibigyan ka nga niya ng enough power in case you want to overtake yung slower vehicles up front. And then, mas magiging sensitive or mas magiging palo Mas magiging palo yung throttle response pagka ginamit mo yung sport mode. Kasi nga, di ba? Parang nga mas performance. So, kung gusto mo ng turbuhan, doon ka sa sport mode. Sa kabuuan, yung Subaru Forester offers you a stable and a smooth ride comfort. Tapos, yung engine din naman niya delivers adequate power. Kaya, kayang-kaya. Mapa city man, mapa highway, o mapa akyatan. Ngayong nakita na natin ang buong variants ng Subaru Forester, siguro naman may idea ka na kung ano ang perfect na Forester for you. Meron tayong L na rugged ang itsura, meron tayong GT Light na pinormahan ng onti yung L para magmukhang konting sporty. Meron din tayong S variant na klase ang datingan na may subtle touch ng ruggedness. And syempre, yung top of the line na GT edition. Pinag-combine yung sportiness and ruggedness, di ba? Parang best of both worlds. And yun nga, gaya ng sabi ko, halos magkakamukha lahat ng Forester variant. Talagang parang boy band sila. Alright, this is Martin Aguilar, the content editor of Philkotse.com. So paano ba yan? Sa next showdown na lang uli. Bye-bye!
Thanks for watching. For the latest news, reviews, and anything you want to know about cars and car ownership, visit Philkotse.com. Follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Spotify para hindi ka huli sa usapan. Tandaan, kotse ba? Philkotse na!